here. It's good to get out there. I talked to our guys this morning. January 8th, we came in here, had a meeting after the season, and first day of the semester, we've had a great off season. Working towards this day, and I think we're bigger, faster, and stronger, and we're going to find out if we're better football players and better coaches right now. So I'd say day one, a lot of different things out there from special teams, obviously the tempo on offense, the tempo for the defense, different plays, totally different. I wasn't sure how long the periods were going to be or how many plays we're going to get in, depending on how fast we'd go. But I think with everything we saw out there today, there's great energy, which is a positive. I think our kids are excited and about some of the new changes, and we'll look at the tape and we'll have more stuff for you. Maybe after watching the videotape, just because it's going faster, you have no time to dissect and think about what happened on that last play. It's like move on to the next one, so it's a little bit different that way. But that's why we got great cameras and the eye in the sky. So questions?
So with the offense, even as you start to install things, you want them going at the same pace that you would in a game or as you would.
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime the offense is tempo, and again, they'll go fast, they'll slow it down like a game, but we're just going like, I don't know if we'll ever have a delay game ever again. So I will be looking at my watch or the play clock. We got to get this play off. It's just a matter how much time we left on the clock before we snap it. But we're working like game tempo. I mean, there's no, we're moving. As I said, it's first day out there. New offense, and new plays, and new calls, and signaling from the sideline, and everybody getting a signal. So it was a good first day for just the operation.
Yeah, he's been, you guys talk about like he's going to be the starter to start things off, or keeping one at least. How have you seen him step up as a leader, maybe like being more vocal, things that he's doing that he didn't do last year because of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, Nate's always been a guy that's led, I think, and the guys have always trusted in him. But I think it's a great question for the players once they get up there. Maybe get a chance to talk to them today. I think we got two coming in. In fact, I think Nate's one of them. But I think that'll also come with going out and doing it every day in practice. I think leadership goes with making plays and being the guy. But I think everybody else wants to see him go out there and do it too, and protect the football and do what's best for the team. So I think we got a lot of guys leading.
Did you have conversations with him this offseason, or what kind of conversations did you have with Nate this offseason as far as saying you're going to be the number one guy going into spring? This is your job now.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a lot of conversations. I had maybe one conversation saying, "Hey, you're going to be the guy going into it, and we expect you to play like it, to prepare like it." He's done all that as far as the offense goes, and it's going to be one day at a time. But I just feel like for the last couple of years, it's I've felt as a head coach, and again, I don't make those decisions. You guys know that. I've just felt like this guy's a leader, and I think our team has believed in him, and I felt like he's never taken snaps with the ones or twos, and that's one of the reasons. I mean, he did a pretty darn good job out there when he got in the game. During the season, it was kind of like the guy's never taken reps with the ones or twos. And to me, he deserves that opportunity to find out where he can go from there.
As you guys did some once a week, I think, leading up to this. How have the guys done as far as their homework, knowing the offenses you guys got out there in the drills?
I think they've done a good job. Again, we watch the tape. I'm sure there's some wrong routes and guys, protection going the wrong way, picking up maybe the wrong guy. Because there's a lot of things flying out there, especially with all the things we do defensively. The tempo. A lot of times when people run a tempo, they're going to get a vanilla defense. Well, not with us. We're going to give them. We're going to. Our guys, have done it before, so it's not as new for our guys, except for on on practice one for sure. Usually it's a game plan thing that we get to work on that, but I'm sure we had mistakes out there on both sides of the ball, but for the most part, they've done their homework, they've worked at it, and we've had small installs as we've gone through here the last month and a half.
How much homework does it require for you to learn this new offense? I'll be there.
None. No homework for me. I'll learn it as we go. I got too many other things. I got an offensive coordinator to run it. I know the defense little by little. I know some of the things already just by repetition, hearing it. There's different words that I like. I won't give you all the words I like. The things I need to know, I know. Like there's no way I'm going to learn an offense like that. I'm not sitting in every offensive meeting. Coach Bell and the staff is going to do that, and I will gradually get it by fall. I'll know what they're doing, and, you know, I know some things, you know, I know enough to be dangerous, that's about it, but I'm not trying to master it. If I did that, I'd have no time to go through the film with the defense, and we've done it, you know, really the last, you know, 2.5 weeks, just going through all the cut-ups, you know, with defense. Like, the offense didn't have to go through cut-ups, but I could have spent, you know, days in there, but, you know, again, I trust our offensive staff to get that done. I'm not gonna do anything to add to that room. I'm gonna, you know, coach where I know how to coach and fix what I know how to fix.
In today's college sports world, you see a lot of players get bewildered or discouraged when they lose their starting spot, or they see someone kind of get put above them that they are kind of were once competing with. How do you see Christian respond to, you know, he started last year, he came in and finished strong. How do you see him respond to that and come to work?
Christian's been awesome. I mean, he's gonna go out there and compete, just like everybody else in that room is. Everybody wants to compete, everybody wants to play, and I think he's been a pro about it, and, you know, things happen on game day, you gotta make plays, you have your opportunities. Everybody had their opportunities. We had 3 quarterbacks have their opportunities last year, and, you know, it was what it was, and that's why I figured, you know, we gotta, you know, and he had a ton of reps as well as, some other guys, so, he's been good, and, you know, I think that, you know, depth charts are always fluid. I mean, we talk about depth chart, I mean, really, we're gonna be too deep on offense. I mean, there's gonna be 8 receivers, 6 receivers, 7 receivers, you know, playing actively just with the tempo and what we're doing, and, so, everybody wants to play. Same thing at running back. I mean, we want you to give us 6, like we did a lot of 6-play series today, and we want guys to be able to at least go for 6, and then we'll kind of go up to 8 to 12 to 15, because there'll be some longer series.
And how have you seen your guys respond to this entirely new offensive staff? What do you like about the way they've worked to install this new offense?
Again, they've done a great job working it to understand it, to learn it. I think they're excited. Again, you can talk, you know, to the kids about that stuff. You know, for me to say, oh, they're so, I've never seen them so excited. They come in and go, oh, it's okay. Let them, I'll let you guys, you know, I can, you know, doesn't matter what I say. It's what they say, it's what they feel, it's how they act. I think it's a great, I think Nate's coming here, so, you know, hey, how's the offense? I think it's a great question, you know, for those guys, to be honest with you, but, I think it's been good.
You mentioned that the team is bigger, faster, stronger. Did any one player strike you with their physical growth in the offseason?
I don't have all the numbers like we do in fall camp, Jerry. It's you know, I just know that we're in good shape. You know, I got an email maybe 2 weeks ago and looked at some of the numbers, comparing it to 2022, I believe, in the spring, and just the speed numbers from the GPSs. I was like, holy cow, we're a lot faster team. I mean, in one group there was 2 guys, you know, back in 22 that were running over 20 mile an hour. We had like 10 or 12 of them. I mean, it's just like we got more guys that are faster, you know. I haven't gone through all the weight numbers and you know, vertical jump and all those things. You know, it's combine time, but you know, I haven't gone through all those yet.
You have a lot of guys come in through the transfer portal. Just overall, how do you see them adapting to the program?
You know, they've done a nice job. Again, I don't have all those names in front of me. I'll just, you know, point out, you know, a couple. You know, like Nate Matlack is kind of showed up. Nick James, you know, just looking at defense, you know, did some nice things. Again, just seeing a couple plays. Now I may come back, you know, in a couple days and say, you know, I was wrong. They were terrible, right? But just saw some things there. Those are 2 D linemen. You know, Lyndon Cooper's done some good things. Just, you know, mature. I think he's got it. He's learning. You know, Eli Holstein's done a nice job, just really calm in the pocket as well. Just you notice some things about his composure. Again, I'm gonna miss all. You know, CJ Lee, he had a nice, you know, catch today. You know, I didn't like what he did with the ball afterwards, but I got him with that. But you know, he's a playmaker. Him and Poppy, 2 guys that can make plays. And Jake Overman's been good. Jake had a couple nice catches today, and again, just learning the offense.
You guys have had the benefit of having, you know, 3 corners who started for you for quite some time, and now they're looking to get in the draft. Who's stepping up to kind of be the lead face of that group now that those guys have moved on?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a you know, a year ago we're sitting in here, you know, we had safety, we had you know, corners, and we didn't have safeties. This year now we got, you know, mature safeties, guys that played a lot of ball at the safety position, and we're young at corner. So with MJ, AJ, and Marquez being a pro day here in another couple weeks here on campus, you know, those are some boys to fill for sure. And you know, I would say, you know, Rylan Gamey's the guy that played the most ball at corner. You know, I think he's looked great all off season. You know, just running, and and learning. Tamarian Crumpley's a guy that, has, you know, played well. You know, I saw some nice things out of Javante Royal today. We'll find out, you know, if I was right or wrong, just noticing him, you know, just looking at his tackling, some just sideline tackle, shake tackle, we call it. But they're, you know, it's wide open out there. I mean, it's wide open as far as who's got, you know, Tamon, transfer, didn't notice him a lot today. I noticed a couple bad things that I didn't like, but just the tempo, getting the guys in. It's new. I mean, he's brand new back there. He doesn't know the defense at all. Some other guys have an advantage there, so it's not fair to really grade him based on just his knowledge at this point.
Got a couple more, and then we'll get to our other representatives. Chris, you got one who else?
Over the last couple of years, you've had a lot of turnover on the offensive line. How do you feel like that group is coming together and the depth you have there?
Yeah, we got keep them healthy, but it's a pretty cohesive group right now. Branson kind of leading the show, and Jeremy's done a nice job with that group since he's got here on campus. So I'm excited to watch watch practice today and see how they go through 15 practices. Spring game is going to be fun. It'll be interesting. But I'm happy with where our O-line will be. Should be sure we got to stay healthy. We don't have Jacoby back yet, but soon enough. I mean, he looks like he's ready, but I'm not the doctor or trainer, so he looks ready to roll. Can't wait for him to come back too.
Chris, go ahead, wrap us up.
Eli and Julian, two new quarterbacks for you guys. How have you seen them? Just your early impressions of meetings and how they looked at how they practice.
And again, meetings have been they've been good. They're paying attention. They're locked in, and again, we'll watch the videotape today. There's a lot of drills out there. You guys saw them earlier. Balls were in the ground and all over the place. Everyone's getting like way. But there's a lot of quarterbacks throwing balls. That's for sure. Those guys have done a nice job. It's early. It's way early.
Coach, thank you very much.
Okay.